For some, judo is just a sport. For me, judo is my life. Winning the Olympic title was my biggest accomplishment. Defending it will be my biggest challenge. To me, judo means respect, fair play and self-control. I am Lukas Krpalek. I love judo because I love the challenge. Dear judo family, please help to our friend Aris and donate money to help him recover. Judo is more than sport.
À tous, je vous prends quelques minutes pour vous parler de notre ami Aris Leonis, qui s'est blessé gravement l'année passée au championnat d'Europe. Actuellement, il traverse des moments très difficiles et je crois que c'est important qu'on soit soudés, nous, famille du judo, mais aussi qu'on montre que le judo est bien plus que le sport, en relayant ce message et en faisant un don sur le site eju.com. Tous les détails, on les trouvera sur le site. Je compte sur vous, donnez ce que vous pouvez, mais voilà, on aide notre prochain parce que ça peut nous arriver aussi. Allez, à bientôt. Ciao.
Dear judo friends, I would like to inform you that our friend, colleague, judoka Aris Leonides is coming through a very hard period in his life. He got seriously injured at the European Championship last year. And as we know, it can happen with anybody. So I just want to ask you to help him with donations for his recovery. It's really important for him. So let's show all the world that judo is more than sport. All details at EGU website.
The final block on day 2 of competition here at the Junior European Championships in Luxembourg. There was the setting. We might have another look at that, given that, you know, there's not much to look at here, is there? I mean, I'm looking at myself. Right, okay, so we've got 4 weight categories today, under 63 and the under 70 kilo category, the under 73 kilo category for men and the under 81 kilo category for men. I hope I've got that right. Chloe Cowan-Vickers is alongside me. I'm delighted to be sitting alongside someone who actually knows what they're talking about, given that most of the time I don't. But we will get underway in a few seconds from now. I'm going to ask Chloe Cowan-Vickers for 1 out of the 4, just 1 absolute top draw pick, you know, nailed on. This is, you know, your money is in the bank. Who are we going for?
Okay, I'm going to go for Adrian Sulca of Romania. Just solely because I followed him over cadet and his junior career so far, and he's just getting better and better, and he's already senior European Open winner, which is impressive as a junior athlete. But you'll see when you know his quality, he's well-rounded and he's exceptionally strong as well. So he's fighting in the final in the under 73 kilogram category.
Right, I am going to give you my picks. I'm a little bit older than Chloe, so I get 2 picks instead of 1. I'm going to give you my 2 picks. Do not miss the final of the under 81 kilo category, Aregba and Suleimanov. Absolutely. France versus Russia. They top the medal table. The Russians for the women with 2 gold medals. The French with 2 gold medals from the men. Do not miss that. And then the other one is the under 70 kilo category. Jetko of Croatia against Chistiakova of Ukraine. Do not miss that. Let's do the introductions for the bronze medal contests. First of all, in the under 63 kilo category, Sara Lisciani of Italy goes up against Medali Turpin of France. It'll be Lisciani in the white judogi, Turpin in blue. That's down on mat number 3. We're going to watch the bronze medal contest on mat number 2 between Laura Vasquez of Spain. She's up against Joanna van Lieshout of the Netherlands. It'll be Vasquez in the white judogi, van Lieshout in blue. The referee in the middle for this one will be Cosmin Cristea of Romania. All nicely done, ready. We are ready to get underway. Yesterday we had, I don't like to oversell the product, but yesterday we did have a spanking day. We had some real quality, and we saw that with our interviews earlier today. We had 3 of the 5 medal winners, and they were, really nice young people, so good to have them. We'll have more tomorrow, and they'll come from this final block. It will be some of the gold medal winners, but we're underway with the first of the bronze medal contest, and here is Chloe Cowan-Vickers.
Yeah, we've got Vasquez here from Spain. She's made her way through, and she's been strong, pretty strong all the way through, and it was a bit of an unusual one for me. I thought Van Lieshout was going to make it to the final, and already under 23 European champion. Here she is. She's got some strong nuance out with the Jujigatami, controlling it with the legs, just settling into it. There she gets it. Wow, that was so quick, so quick.
Single slip in the semi-final, what comes back immediately in the bronze medal contest. Good news for her. Bad news for Vasquez, I'm afraid.
It does take something as well, sometimes losing out on that semi-final, getting back into that warm-up room and getting yourself back into it really, and getting the head focused again. But she did really well there. Wow.
Yeah, a loss inside half a minute doesn't do a great deal to the confidence. So Vasquez has got back-to-back losses that will hurt her. But it's part of the building process. One of the youngsters that we had earlier on today, Binta Ndiaye, I was chatting with, who got knocked out first round. He said it's a learning process. Cadet European champion a couple of weeks ago, knockout first round in the junior Europeans. She said you have to learn from this. She was chatting with
a mature attitude, isn't it?
Yeah, and she was chatting with Jane Bridge. Not such a bad person to have a chat with, about some experiences. Yeah. Right, we've got the second of the bronze medal contest. This is down on mat number 3. Sara Lisciani of Italy is up against Melody I guess it's Turpin rather than Turpin, but Turpin of France. Lisciani in the white judogi, Turpin in blue. We join the contest with 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Both of the fighters have picked up a Shido apiece. There is no score yet. And here is Chloe with commentary on this one.
Yeah, there's the low Sianagi, and that's going to be a nip-on. Oh. Well, it was a quick one as well for me coming into this contest. But yeah, the Italian absolutely buried her there. I'm just trying to pick up some results, and I said earlier today when I looked at the results of the under 63 kilogram category coming into this competition, they've had quite a few European Open and European Cup events, junior, and really they were spread out with all of these girls who were won, and both of these girls out here had also won a European Cup this year. But there we go, fantastic combination there from the Italian. And it's Turpin there who takes the second bronze in the under 63 kilogram category.
Well, that brings us neatly to the final of the under 63 kilo category. Varga Brigita of Hungary goes up against Katarina Christo of Croatia. It'll be Varga in the white judogi, Christo in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Val van Nester of Belgium.
And here are the finalists.
Not the only finalist that the Croatians have got today.
Oh yes, Laura Shechko.
And in white judo, the bronze medalist of the Junior European Cup in Sarajevo, from Hungary, Varga Brigitta.
Time for the Croatians to be thinking about what kind of medals they're going to take home. It could be 2 silvers, or 2 golds, or a gold and a silver, but it'll be a combination of one of those. Take your pick from the 3. Anyway, we're underway with the final. We've already exhausted the list of under 63 kilo former players for Hungary. Could mention a couple for Croatia, actually.
Well, I was just looking through their head-to-heads, and they haven't fought each other before. And, both of them have had a steady results through cadet and junior as well.
I like to look up from time to time different stats and things, and when I see players in certain weights, it reminds me of who was there, who came before them. When I was talking about the different earlier on about the Hungarians in the under 63 kilo category, and Christo for Croatia is having a bash here chance for glory if she can take the gold medal, but even if she doesn't, if she takes a silver, it'd be a big achievement. And I was looking back at who for Croatia had been on the international scene, and it reminded me of Marijana Miskovic of Croatia. And right now on the scene is another athlete who came through the juniors, Eva Oberan. I like her. I mean, I saw her first at 52, then 57. But at 57, she was a little bit like Karen Primo. You could see that she was really beginning to develop. She was going to go up to 63, and that's where she is now. And there's a possibility that she will do something. So let's have a look and see what happens with Katarina Christo here at this early level, if we call it that, for the juniors.
Yeah, she's doing well. She's getting inside on her opponent's grip there. She's slightly smaller than her opponent, and her style is different. She likes to get underneath with the low sianagi, and because of that, well, a little bit of a low kataguruma.
Yeah, sit down kataguruma, just that with that outstretched left leg, but it wasn't far enough. It didn't trap her, because you need that for the trip, and then the top half is really, even though they don't have the hand, but it's that wheeling motion over the shoulder that classifies it. We were talking to the Japanese, I can't remember who it was that was with me, and we were in Tokyo, and they gave us that classification and said that's kataguruma.
Yeah.
Osaikomi,
Really,
nice turn.
really basic judo as well, but really effective. She manages it all the time to get inside and get into the first attack, leaving her opponent quite vulnerable, reaching over the top. And there we just saw a really basic, very quick, anticipated the take back and straight into the hold.
Well, we were talking about glory a moment ago, and here she is. Katarina Christo takes the gold medal in the under 63 kilo category. We have seen in the not too distant past another Croatian winning a junior European title, but it was at the weight above, at under 70 kilos. Barbara Matic.
Yeah.
That is, and I'm not sure if Brigitta, the sister, also won a junior European title at some stage. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who know all of those sorts of stuff, stats gurus.
Well, there was nothing really, exotic, fancy about a judo there. It was pretty basic, but it was effective. And I think if you can take anything away from that as a junior or cadet athlete, it's just, drill the basics, get them right, and they work. Of course they work.
All over and done with pretty quickly. That moves us on to the next weight category, which is the men in the under 73 kilo category. The lineup then for the bronze medal contest on mat number 3, Javier Pena of Spain goes up against Luigi Centracchio of Italy. And then the contest that we're going to be following on mat number 2 is the bronze medal contest between Jano Ruebo of Germany. He's up against Vincenzo Pelligra of Italy. It will be Ruebo in the white judogi, Pelligra in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Friedrich Katalin of Hungary. I was almost going to say Anna Maria, but that's the sister. Because they're both high-level referees. I think the sister's refereed at 2 Olympic Games now.
Yeah.
Friedrich Anna Maria, and the husband is also a high-level referee. Both of them. Keep it in the family, yeah?
In fact, they did, European Judo did quite a few really nice articles on the referees going into the Olympic Games and the Paralympics. A bit of a background on all the referees, and they loved it. Referees loved the write-ups. But it's nice. I mean, you see the referees, we get to know them. It's just nice to see a background of how they got into doing it.
The IJF have also got a program of training the referees, not just of course it's about judo. However, it's on the tatami doing judo, and it's run by Daniel Askar. So you can imagine it is not going to be easy. It is very, very physically demanding, and I've seen a few of them on the tatami, and the range is incredible. I mean, one of them was Cho Min Sun, who was Olympic and world champion. Hyun Suk Hee, also world champion. You've got some really, really top level performers there. The Brazilian boy who was at the Olympic Games as a referee, I'm talking about, and then the one from the Dominican Republic. These are really, really good judoka, high level judoka. Of course, Hisham Mesbah and Ramzadin Saidov, Matthew Bataille, these are former players, but then you've got referees there who are, as far as competition judo is concerned, nobody is. But trust me, the effort that they put in and the hoops that they are made to jump through and the physical demands that are placed on them are incredible, and they really know their stuff. So when they're out in the middle, they're just not suits. They can do a bit as well.
Who was the Georgian referee who used to...
Short and stocky, Toydikashvili.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was a monster. And he had previously competed at 60 kilos.
Yeah.
I don't think he was 60 kilos any longer. Toydikashvili, he was a real monster. There's a program that seeks to encourage former players to referee. There have been quite a few of them who've been on there, and
Madaloni was one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he swiftly moved to the refereeing commission. I think that's probably a better job for him. He's got a very good analytical mind and brain. John as well, 4 times world champion, super brain. The difficulty sometimes is, of course, the language and the communication needs to be very, very sharp, and I think we're developing a vocabulary that's just needed specifically for technical aspects, and that's coming along. Kathy Muet,
Yes.
who's Alexander Yatskevich, former player as well. So you've got some players there.
Yes.
No score yet. Minute 40 left to go. Just the Shidos on the board at the moment. One apiece for Ruebo and Peligro. No score as yet.
Yeah, really closely matched. We've seen a few matches in this weight category where they're really close. You can't call it. They're cancelling each other out, and the attempts are a little bit out. As you could see there, the timing was just slightly out. Missed the connection. Now Rubu looking to get a finish on the ground. It's a hard one. A minute 20 to go, and he just doesn't want to expel too much energy down there, because it doesn't, come out how he wants it. He's got to stand up and carry on with the fight. Now, the Italian really needing to use that lapel grip to get his second hand on, get some real purchase on his opponent to get him connected and get him thrown, but I think so desperate to get the attacks in, not to get any more penalties against them. And that's the difference of maybe a bit of experience on the backs. Oh, great effort there from the Italian. Yeah, forces that second penalty to Rubu. And just with half a minute left, Rubu not affording any more mistakes. In for the low Sianagi. Just too far away. Well, a last desperate attempt there by the German, and 2 seconds left to go. They're going to probably take their time getting up from here. They'll realise it's going to go into goal and score. And just a second, just to refocus, get some information from the coaches, and get on with the job in hand. Really could still go either way here.
In mixed under 73 kilo category in white from Spain, Javier Peña-Zosti. Golden score.
There's the Sode, well, he gets it. Well, what a finish in the end. He'd attempted it before, didn't quite get the rotation, and he just stuck with it there.
As you've said on a number of occasions, you wait 4 minutes and then it takes 16 seconds in the golden score period on the first attack.
Yeah, he did. He looked stronger towards the end of that contest, and he was making the bigger efforts to throw as well. Pelligra from Italy takes the win in golden score. So that's the second bronze medal on the board.
Yeah, 5th place finish for Jano Ruebo of Germany. A long day, hard day, and then in the bronze medal match coming up against just that slightly bit sharper Pelligro of Italy, and he proved that in the golden score period there. Didn't hang around, managed to finish things off with really what was the first attack in the golden score period. And was it Pena to win on the
Yes.
on the other
Yes.
side? I think it was, yeah.
Dear judo friends, now the final for men category under 73 kilograms.
Right, we come now to the final of the under 73 kilo. And I think
Miss Lisa Harris.
Chloe Cowan-Vickers wanted to have a stab at this, didn't she? Why not? You go for it,
Use
Chloe. Yeah.
Meselosek from Slovenia, and he's facing Luigi Centra. I can't say it now. I've been saying that one fine all day.
What was his name? Adrian Sulka.
Sorry, yes, sorry. I'm looking at this one.
I shouldn't do this, should
Sorry,
I?
no, you shouldn't. 'Cause
It's not fair.
I've had a long
It's not
day.
fair, it's not
Adrian
fair.
Sulka, sorry, and he is my pick, so I should have got him right.
That's what I was thinking. That's,
Oh
what,
my
that's what I thought.
goodness.
I'll leave that one to Chloe because she, you know, she'll go for this. Right. So, and who's it that we've got in the middle? It's Lisa Harrison.
Lisa Harrison from Great
Yeah.
Britain. Oh, hold on a minute. Have we got an opponent? Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Whoa.
See.
That was close. The old, you know, he hasn't appeared for the fight thing.
Well, he had such a fast semi-final. Meselosek from Slovenia. He threw for Ippon. But, you know, no defence there from him. He just lay still. You can't do that with Sulka. So experienced. So, yeah, tied the skirt of the jacket off, used it to get some perches, get him rotated over, and now he's a little bit too high for me. He's got caught up, although the leg is always usually caught. He's a little high to control, so you can see he's just readjusting his weight there.
And the other thing for me is where on the leg he manages to get the trap. You know, if it's low down around the ankle, that's tricky, that's coming out. But if it's higher up towards the knee, then you've got more of the
Bit
leg.
more
And
tricky,
it's harder. And then we were talking about a very, very small point, which is the age of the bandaging. And that looks as though that's been on there for a while. So he's got a chronic foot problem with the right foot, although he's putting it to good use at the moment. Whether it counts for anything, I don't know. But with the people that I've spoken to, they pick out the smallest things. And a friend of mine always used to say, I always go and look to see whether the tape is new or old, then I know what I'm dealing with. You know, am I dealing with someone who's actually got a problem, or who just tapes it up every time that they come to the competition? No score yet. 2.5 minutes left to go. Plenty of time.
Well, Meselosek as well. Has a few results. He was a European Junior champion in 2020. There's been quite a few, some experience in some Grand Slams as well. It's a senior, still only 20 years old.
I'll just tell you quickly that we're not going to have a chance to chat to Katarina Christo of Croatia tomorrow, the gold medal winner in the under 63 kilo category, because I just spoke to her a moment ago and she said, I'm here for business. I'm back home tomorrow. 9 o'clock flight. Said, all right, well, what about at the Grand Slam? So the Grand Prix in Zagreb. She said, I'll be there.
Oh.
I'll be there. Very well. We'll do that then. We'll have a chat there.
Well, Adrian Sulka here going for the turn. Just has his arm caught there with the leg. Couldn't get the
blocked.
The purchase. Yeah, he looks really strong, doesn't he, the Slovenian? Really strong. But they do, don't the Slovenians are a strong judo team. Looks really hard to throw. His suit looks big, isn't it? Looks really big. I always think it's worse fighting someone with a big kit than a small kit. You can't really get there.
There were a few people whose kits never seemed to fit. And your mate, Rowena, her brother's kit never seemed to fit. He was one of the funniest judoka that I've ever had to watch. He's so ungainly, I'm really sorry to say, but he just had that, you know, he wasn't the most attractive judoka to watch, which was completely different from his sister. Was Ari on the board for Sulka? It was, trust me.
Yeah.
You know,
Rowena was,
Winston was so awkward. But it was the suit we were talking about.
Well, he took
Looked like a sack.
Yeah.
I think it was Milam, and that he used to use. They just stopped making those in the 70s, you know, but he still had one. 40 odd seconds left to go. Adrian Sulka of Romania leads from Jus Metsilocek of Slovenia. Metsilocek. That's what our colleague was telling us, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sulka took a good counter-attack there. He's not putting himself in any danger at all now. He's having a bit of a rest, I think, now.
He's in pain. Where is he pained? On the elbow, left elbow.
It's one of them things, isn't it? The attack, and he maybe felt his arm was outstretched, so it's just showing that.
Referee
that
at the end there looked at him, said, "Yeah, up you get."
Yeah.
So, like, you know,
Come on.
come on then, on your feet.
Come on, let's finish strong. That's what I want to see. Let's change. There's the counter-attack.
And he went down on the left elbow again then. After having held it, and saying,
Yeah.
I'm a bit sore. He said, "Ooh."
This was the problem before. He was saying, you know, he needs just to get the second hand on. There's no point in attacking with one hand on like that anyway.
See, for me, I'd have a look at
Yeah.
that. I would have had a look at it. It's not up
Yeah,
to the referee because
could
it's
have been
away from
finished.
her. But if
Yeah.
I was the commission, I'd stop there and say, let me just have a look at this, because does he attack
Yeah,
on
because
the arm?
there's still 16
Then he
seconds
gets away
left.
from
If
it.
he does it again, and he's going to injure his opponent, but he's never going to throw him in that position anyway. Here he goes again. But you can see, no. Oh, I love this turn. That's great. All done and dusted for Adrian Sulka.
Sulka was lucky to come out there with his arm intact.
Yeah, that was poor.
He had a couple of goes at it, didn't he? With Siloshek, but no harm done. And Adrian Sulka of Romania takes the gold medal in the under 73 kilo category. A good, tough battle there.
Yeah. First time European champion for Adrian Sulka.
Silver medalist, Judo of Slovenia. Dear Judo friends, see here the highlights of this final on the screen.
We're going to have the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 63 kilo category next, before we come to any action. So let's have a look at the lineup there. I'm just checking to see who it is that's going to do the presentations. It looks like the mascot.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
he's standing in the spot where the VIP normally stands. I don't think the VIP wants to move him out of the way for some reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Judo friends, the awarding ceremony for women under 63 kilogram. The medals will be presented by His Royal Highness Prince Louis, Prince of Luxembourg, Prince of Nassau, and
Oh, okay. The medals are being presented by His Royal Highness Prince Louis of Luxembourg. I couldn't see him because he came from the other side. So it wasn't the mascot after all. And the first of the bronze medals goes to Joanne van Lieshout of the Netherlands. There's also the bronze medal for Sara Lischiani of Italy.
Winner of the silver medal for Hungary.
Silver medal goes to Varga Brigitta of Hungary.
Winner of the gold medal at Junior European Championship.
The gold medal goes to Katarina Kristo of Croatia. It's not every day you get a medal presented by His Royal Highness, is it? Not going to forget that in a hurry.
European Judo. Ladies and gentlemen, now please stand for the national anthem of Croatia.
And now the national anthem of Croatia.
Congratulations to all medalists. We now invite our VIPs to come together for the family picture.
There's the winning quartet. Van Lieshout and Lischiani were the bronze medal winners. It was Varga who took the silver, but Kristo is on her way back to Zagreb tomorrow with the gold medal. We've got the next of the weight categories coming up next. That's the under 70 kilo category, down on mat number 3. The bronze medal contest down there features Samira Bock of Germany. She's up against Ai Tsunoda of Spain. Down on mat number 2, it'll be Joana Crisostomo of Portugal. She'll be up against Kaila Isufi of France. It'll be Crisostomo in the white judogi, Isufi in blue. The referee in the middle for this one will be Lorenzo Bagnoli of Italy.
And here are the athletes. In blue judogi, the silver medalist of the Junior European Cup in Sarajevo. From France, Kaila Isufi.
Even the prince has to have a photograph with the mascot.
From Portugal, Joana Crisostomo.
Oh well.
He's a good sport, eh?
The royal duties, eh? The things you have to do when you're a prince. the obligatory photograph with the mascot. Even the president of the European Judo Union managed to avoid that one. not the
Enjoyed that.
Oh dear. Right, we're about to get underway. Here comes the athletes and the business end of the competition. That will be on mat number 3. The so it's mat number 3 that's going to have the Chrysostomo Isufi. We're watching the contest on mat number 2 with Samira Bock and Ai Tsunoda. And
they've fought each other just once before the Junior European Open this year in Udine, and it was Bock who won that contest. So
it's Harold van Moelicom who's the referee in the middle. Go ahead, please. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, and we were talking about Tsunoda before. She had a really successful cadet career coming through to junior, and I think she could still just be second year now. And,
yes, I think so.
We're talking about a style of judo, and sometimes the style's there, and she's got some superb transition work she does in Nuasa as well. Still really young, and we're seeing that style of judo. Your timing has to be right, and perfect positions for things to work. And sometimes think the level of girls she's fighting at this age sometimes don't give her the reaction she's looking for. But yeah, she's got a really tough contest here with Bock. Like I was saying before, Bock's already fought her once, so she's coming in here really confident, and now not really a chance for... Well, she's using her leg there to get through, but she really needs to concentrate on controlling the top of her opponent. Just missed out at the beginning of that. A minute in. Looking for the Jujigatami. This is a close one. Near error from Bock. She just jumped on top of her then. It was an opportunity for Tsunoda to get a finish.
Bock's going to have to pick up the tempo here. Everything at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got to get one of those badges.
Just goes down on the penalty. So if Tsunoda has anything about it, she's going to keep up this pace.
Yeah, I think that's the way she does it.
Yeah. Oh, great attempt there, and certainly gets the score. Straight on, just quick on that arm.
Well, it's the second time that she's had hold of Tsunoda's arm. First occasion, Tsunoda picked her up without any real trouble. Brought that action to an end. Doesn't matter what side they come off.
No.
That's the lead now, with a little over a minute left to go. Tsunoda showing no signs of slowing down. She's got one speed. Despite the one, who's leading, that's her method, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time to attack, I attack. And really, Bock is off the pace here. I said that just before she picked up that Shido, and she hasn't put in an attack since. Tsunoda, just one of those athletes who manages to get the timing right all the time and is just in before her opponent wants to launch her attack. That really sets you back. Little Ashi was there, and then it's Tsunoda again attacking low, right-sided.
Oh, and again,
Oh,
wow.
that's the finish. For me, the thought process with Bok was, right, what am I going to be doing to come back? And during that time, that's when Tsunoda's underneath her throwing. You know, she realizes, you know, I've got a few seconds left here. I'm behind on attacks, and she's just beginning to think about it and doesn't move. And that's when Tsunoda goes in.
I think it was the first time we saw kind of relaxed, but really having to go for it. Yeah, the pressure was on in the end. Here we see the...
You know, not thinking about the gripping, not aware of the movement, can't get off it. Your arm's already tied up, look beautifully tied up. Not getting off that.
It's nice, wasn't it? Nice Moroto.
Yeah.
Elbow over the top of the arm, unusual gripping. Tell you who used to do it like that, Japanese.
Koga.
Koga, yeah, of course, Koga. And also...
That'd be one.
Yeah, Ono's coach.
Kanemaru.
Kanemaru, that was his stroke.
Yeah. So, it was Joanna Chrysostomo down on mat number 3 to win the bronze medal down there. Up here on mat number 2, Ai Tsunoda of Spain. So tempted to say Japan after Tsunoda. We come now to the final of the under 70 kilo category. Laura Jetko of Croatia goes up against Natalia Chistiakova of Ukraine. It'll be Jetko in the white judogi, Chistiakova in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is David Julien of France. Here's Chloe.
Yeah, well, both athletes here have been really strong coming into this final contest, and I know Sheldon, yourself, you've been following the Ukraine athlete Kristiakova, but for me, Chetsko, she's had a really successful year coming into this, and already European
under 23.
Under 23, yeah. She won that last year.
Level up, yeah. It'll all unfold right now.
Yeah, she's already won a Senior European Open in Prague this year as well. So coming off the back of that under 23 championship at the end of last year, she's really grown from it. But she really does have her hands full here with the Ukrainian. Yeah, Ukrainian Krysakova there, she'll pick up a penalty. She just grabbed underneath the belt there when she was attempting that technique. Which is first on the grip, using that sleeve to control her opponent to get the second hand on.
Could see that coming.
Yeah, backing her up onto the mat.
She's just walked off there for me.
Yeah.
She's lucky to get away with that. Maybe at this level you get away with it, but she really wasn't under attack. A couple of foot taps isn't, you know, enough for me to say, you know, I was under attack, so I'm justified in getting off the mat here. Yeah. Didn't like the gripping, I don't think.
Yeah, I think she looks a bit startled in this first minute. I think Chris is,
she's gone up in her face.
Yeah, she's gone on the mat. Kristiakova has gone on the mat, wanting to win. You can see, I want to win this. I'm going to win the grip every exchange. I'm going to put some pressure on you.
That was a little bit poor. She didn't need to do that, especially as she'd already set up with the Ashi Waza. That slowed Jetko down.
Just controlling on the grip and wait and for your opponent to feel where they're going to resist and then go. Yeah, a little bit rushed.
See what she's got on the ground now. little bit too laboured. You don't get openings given to you on the ground. So if you can't if you're not going to the ground and getting an opening, then by the time you get there, it's too late because people have covered up.
Yeah, but that's the perfect position to attack from as well. She was in the best position probably.
The feet were in.
Oh,
almost lost control with that left hand. Needed to pull that left hand across the body, but it had already gone.
Jetko, I was looking at her coach to get some advice. Really, she doesn't want to get
Bit late
too
now.
desperate. But still, we're just halfway through in a Shido against her. She really needs to step it up now because there's another passivity penalty coming.
Oh yes!
Wow! She needs to
Lovely
continue.
Ojigari. And now there are problems for the Croatian with only a minute and a half. Well, just over a minute and a half, because she's got to turn things round. She can't continue the way that she's been. She hasn't generated anything. The only reason that the Shido is there was Chistiakova was a bit slow. That wasn't anything created by Jetko. And now she is with her own Ushikari. Bit of change with the grips, better movement from the Ukrainian. Oh, there's the finish. That's done.
Well, what a turnaround that was. I'd like to see that again.
Never seen her before. The thing that got me about this pick this morning was that there are two other Ukrainians who they could have sent and they didn't. You're not going to waste an opportunity. You're not going to send here people just to fill in the spaces. And when I saw that they sent two in the same weight, that's the only reason I picked. I said, there's got to be something about her. I'd never seen her before. There had to be something about her. And here she is, throwing twice at our European champion at under 23, which is the next level, and looking good throughout the day. They've got something in that weight category.
What I liked about her was she was constantly looking, searching to throw, and it didn't even bother her that her opponent there had a control in hand, a high hand. She had a sleeve grip, but because she had her own sleeve grip, she managed the Uchimata by keeping it controlled to her body. And that was really nice to see.
That's a good girl. Good girl.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick.
Well, I don't know what it is. They just...
You're like a detective, a judo detective.
Yeah, the team suggested to me that they were sending someone who they felt could do the job. Well, the last girl, I thought she's the best thing I've seen.
Yeah, I do.
That girl looks a business. And now they send another one. She told me, by the way, Natalia Chistiakova said to me, I'm glad that Litvinenko has gone up to 78. No wonder. The door's open now. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 73 kilo category. And the bronze medals go to Vincenzo Pelligra of Italy and Javier Peña of Spain. There is a silver medal to Jus Metzilocek of Slovenia, but the gold medal goes to Adrian Sulka of Romania. But that was a good pick this morning.
Yeah.
Laura Jetko, silver medal, on the podium. You want your picks to make it into the final block, and you want them to medal, so no harm done. But the dark horse came through. Was she seeded?
Yeah.
Chistiakova was seeded number 2, so it shouldn't really have been a surprise.
Oh, yes.
She was seeded number 2 seed.
I want you to see.
Oh, no, yeah.
This guy.
Very well. And now the national anthem of Romania.
Congratulations to our medalists. We now invite our VIPs to come together for the family picture.
Wanted to ask Christostomo about her elbow. She got arm locked by Chistiakova earlier on, the Ukrainian. You know, they took her arm off. Just took a little bit too long to tap. Not the fault of the Ukrainian, but we were talking about in the turnover. You know, it's that strong that's going on, and she just held it that little bit too long. Oh well. Right, we've got the next weight category. It's the last of the weight categories there, the under 81 kilo category. Let's do the introductions down there on map number 3. First of all, Eetu Hienomäki of Finland goes up against Adam Kopecki of the Czech Republic. That's down there on map number 3. But we're going to be following the contest down here on map number 2. It's Daniil Dranovsky of Russia. He's up against Georgi Sherazadashvili of Georgia. It'll be Dranovsky in the white judogi, Sherazadashvili in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Judita Pisarova of Slovakia.
Please welcome to our referee from Slovakia, Miss Judita Pisarova.
Yeah, we're gonna be following one map back. There's
Kopecki's on map 3.
Yeah.
Okay, you can take you can have a look at that one.
In white from Russia, the European Cup winner from Coimbra, Daniil Dranovsky.
So here we go. Daniil Dranovsky from Russia, and he's facing Aurélien Bonferroni of Switzerland. Massive Sianagi attempt there. Well, Russian there goes ahead. Sorry, my mistake there. It's Sherazadashvili from Georgia in blue.
Right, so sorry to burst your bubble, Chloe, but I'll do the interview with Natalia tomorrow.
No, I need to see how the experts do it anyway. So
I don't want to
I'll
put
let
too much on your plate, you know, too much work.
Speak good English?
Yeah, very good.
Oh.
Yeah, very good.
It'd be really interesting actually to see a background and how she got here, and it's really interesting because it's refreshing actually, because you know you see cadets come through, and it's important to explain to you know kids who are doing judo that you know it doesn't matter when you come in, you might make it as a senior, you've got to continue and develop, and they put too much pressure on themselves to make it young, and that's the only way through.
I've got bad news for people who are going to be here on Sunday. Just the Yakovas in the teams. So the Ukrainians have got one gold medal winner in their team already. However, having said that, the last time that there was a 70 kilo champion gold medal winner in the teams, it didn't really do any good for them, because Aris was the gold medal winner for the Japanese. And so yeah, we know what happened there. They got done.
Well, that was really close to a score. Oh, and he's in the hold as well. Oh, he's looking. Wow. It just looked. The Georgian just looked like he was going to switch direction, but not to the rear. It looked like he was going to switch into the into that right flank, maybe using a sumageish or obitory geish, something like that.
Something flash.
Something flash, something big, something Georgian. Minute 20 to go.
Obitory geishi, yeah, come on, pull that out anytime you want. The one that you very rarely see is utsuri goshi.
Oh yeah, utsuri goshi.
Changing hip. That is,
but that is
a rare. That's
probably
a rare,
one of the most spectacular throws to see, isn't it?
Because they really, by the time you get them back onto the hip, they are really going then. All the momentum. Into the last minute. Rosario on the board for the Russian. Dodanovsky leading. Yeah, they both picked up penalties, and now, was that a second one, or was he just indicating that he should stand up?
Yeah.
Sherazadashvili being asked to, get upright and crack on. Kopetsky has won his contest down on mat number 3, by the way, for all those who were backing him.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was close.
Just got his hand down.
He's skating on thin ice here, cliche, but
but it's a good one. And yeah, just over 30 seconds now to go. You can afford one more penalty. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Switched
went the
it.
other way, didn't he? Yeah.
He was just too good for him on the day there.
Yeah, that's a score, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Sherazadashvili's not keen on it, but you've blocked this one, but what you didn't block was it going in the other direction, and he brought you down and took you over there, so we give a score for that.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that one.
Second bronze medal
And to be honest, he wasn't really arguing. It was just more disappointment, wasn't it? Block, other direction, absolutely. Yeah.
And here, dear judo friends, the highlights of the bronze medal contest on the screen.
Right, we've got the last of the contests on this second day. It's the final of the under 81 kilo category.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear Judo friends, welcome to the final for men under 81 kilogram.
And it is Arnaud Aregba of France in the white judogi going up against Ibrahim Gadji Suleimanov of Russia. It'll be Aregba in the white judogi, Suleimanov in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Cosmin Christa of Romania, or Cosmin Cristia, beg your pardon. How's that then?
Not bad. we've
Look at the
just
pose,
seen him, so,
strike the pose.
Yeah, he's a good boy. Already a European Youth Festival champion. From a couple of years ago, he's managed to get some European Cup.
Yeah, but it was
results.
only a festival. They were only there for fun. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
a serious
apparently.
competition, was
Yeah.
it?
Who decided that?
A festival. That is one of our premier events, by the way. Enjoy that. Youth Festival. You take a medal there and then you are really making a mark. Right, we're underway. Chloe, it's all yours.
Well, for me, we haven't had an opportunity to see the French athlete too much today. We know he's coming from a good crop of athletes as well. They've done extremely well already over the last previous day. And his teammate was talking to us before and desperate for him to do well. So they've got a good team spirit. But Suleimanov here from Russia, he's had a clean sheet. He's really quite mature in his judo, which is expected. He's coming from a good group. First attempt there from Aregba. Well, both could be in danger there. Just changed his stance, made a mistake.
Just managed to squeeze that one out.
Yeah. I was just about to say they're both right-handed and they're both really trying to dominate on the head. And you could see the posture of the Russian here, really upright and
looking for it.
Yeah, the Frenchman went maybe round the back for a uranagi, but well, the Russian was too upright, too strong.
Aregba trying to become the third gold medalist for France. Strong performance from the French yesterday when they picked up gold medals in the under 60 and the 66 kilo category.
Oh,
that was so soft at the end. I mean, not entirely sure that Suleimanov knew exactly what was going on there.
Yeah. Well, Aregba had gone in for the Sasai to Shirikomiyashi and really hadn't set it up, hadn't balanced his point. You can see how deep his leg is, and you can see he hooked it.
Ichigari.
Yeah, and he kept control.
Yeah.
It was soft, it wasn't too clear.
I was looking at the wrong side. Yeah, he did put the right leg in and helped to bring Aregba down. It wasn't the strongest of techniques, but good enough. Yeah.
But like we said, these young athletes, they even, we're talking to them after they've lost and saying, I'll learn from this. That's fine, I'll learn from it. And he'll learn from that.
And also congratulations for the silver medal.
That right leg it hadn't been moved. You have to move it back and get inside the front of the leg, and he was on the outside there. Just an error.
Here the highlights.
Yeah, he's got the right leg hooked in, and he's looking like a Makikomi top action, and then that's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was just the control of the head.
Yeah. The first score was close. but a good one. The second score was just on the limit, but you know, it counts. And then 1 and 1 is 2, my granddaughter tells me. So, in which case, that equals a win. Well, don't go anywhere quite yet, because we've got 2 awarding ceremonies to bring you. Then we've got the wrap-up with Chloe Cowan-Vickers and some highlights from the gold medal matches. So, you know, don't rush off quite yet. We've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 70 kilo category, and the first of the bronze medals goes to Joana Crisostomo of Portugal. Our tech guy likes that, by the way. Ótimo. And there's a bronze medal also for Ai Tsunoda of Spain. Silver medal goes to Laura Jetko of Croatia, but the gold medal goes to Natalia Chistiakova of Ukraine. A very good quartet there. Martina Esposito was the number 1 seed. The number 4 seed was Kalia Isufi. Natalia Chistiakova was the number 2 seed, and Ai Tsunoda was the number 3 seed. So 2 and 3 made the medal podium, 1 and 4 did not. Top half of the draw got wiped out by the lower half. A good category,
Yeah.
I think. Nice judo in there. 63 was also good. Actually, we've had a good day. Had a good day. And now the national anthem of Ukraine.
Congratulations to all medalists. We now invite
Time for the family picture. Tsunoda and Crisostomo were the bronze medal winners. It was Jetko who took the silver, as we saw in the under 70 kilo category in Riga in Latvia. The Ukrainians wrap it up, this time with Chistiakova taking the gold medal in the under 70 kilo category.
Yeah, they know the system, don't they?
Yeah.
They come up, they get the pictures taken, they line up, they...
You know, some athletes have got hard faces, but there are others who just, they look gentle and they,
Oh,
just doesn't look like a killer, does she?
no. Sweet. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a chance to chat to Natalia Chistiakova tomorrow when she comes up here. I'm just trying to think who else it is that we have lined up. Who was it? Sulka we haven't spoken to yet. Chistiakova. We have Suleimanov is going to be a bit of a struggle. And Christo, well, she's on her way back to Croatia. She said she's only here for the business. So she's off.
Maybe we'll speak to Sulka or...
Yeah, it could be.
You never know.
I think we'll probably...
Suleimanov maybe will... He was talking to his fellow competitors before, so whether he speaks good English we can
I
find
wonder.
out. It'd be nice if we...
The medals will be presented
We shall see.
by the Director of Head Office of European Judo Union, Dr. Martin Puega.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 81 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the director of the EGU head office, Dr. Martin Puega. There are bronze medals for Adam Kopecki of the Czech Republic, for Daniel Dranovsky of Russia. The silver medal goes to Arnaud Aregba of France.
Winner of the gold medal and junior European champion for Russia, Ibrahim Gaji Suleimanov.
But the gold medal goes to Ibrahim Gaji Suleimanov of Russia.
Muscat will be presented by Mr. Vladimir Lapanovsky, President of Judo Federation.
Not quite over with the day yet. As I said, Chloe and I do the wrap up at the end with the highlights of the gold medal matches. So hang on for a bit and we'll do that. Then we'll say goodbye properly. I wonder if they get the mascots. I've got one of those for little Sace, another
yes.
mascot. She's got a room full of
judo
them, and
masks.
she calls them
Ladies and gentlemen,
not
please stand for the
judo
national
mascot.
anthem
She calls
of
them
Russian Federation.
no, ninja mascot. Why a ninja? Anyway, and now the national anthem of Russia.
Congratulations to our medalists. Now we invite our VIPs to come together for the family picture.
Well, that's a wrap up of all the action and the medal presentations. In a few minutes' time, we'll get round to the wrap up. In fact, we could begin to talk about the day overall, and then we'll go through the weight categories. We'll give our tech team a chance to get the highlights all wrapped up and prepared, and then once that's done, then we'll go through the weight categories. We won't dwell for too long on each of the picks, but we are ready actually. The finger's gone up, the right finger that is, because I have had the other finger from them at times, but we've got the right one today, so we can have a wrap up of today's action, and we will start with the under.
Thanks for supporting us here in the venue.
What was it?
categories.
We'll start with the under 63 kilo category.
But I think in general, I think we had a really quite a good level of athletes throughout today, and we could pick some top picks who did eventually come through to the finals. But we said, oh, is it a bit of a slow start? But it wasn't that it was a slow start. I just think people were evenly matched, and when they're evenly matched, it can take quite some time to get through those contests, but overall, I think when we got through to the finals, I thought Joanne Van Lieshout from the Netherlands, thought she was going to come through. She did get beat in a semi-final, but she bounced back for a bronze medal, so that was quite interesting. But for me, Katarina Kristo of Croatia, she had a blinding day. And she was unstoppable in the final.
It did exactly what it said on the tin, from start to finish.
Yeah.
Look the,
Here she is.
look the business, and then defeated Varga, who also,
And it was basic. It was what I'd say basic judo. It was a big effort. That was from an earlier contest, just changing directions, but like I said in the final, she just kept it really simple and made it look easy. I think sometimes when you put the contests together, you can see, her style is the low Sianagi, she likes the Ochi change of direction.
Yeah, we had picked up on that low Ochi. Now I'm trying to remember who it is that normally executes that, but it was well done. In any case, it was part of a good day for Croatia because they also had another athlete in the 70 kilo category. We will come to that, but before that, we're going to take a look at the under 73 kilo category. Did you have a particular pick this morning?
I did.
You did.
You set me up for this. Adrian Sulca from Romania. He was my pick, just generally because I've seen him throughout his junior career, and also he's already medaling at senior level European Opens as well, which that's impressive considering his age. He came through, and nobody really seemed to trouble him either. So, interesting for the Slovenian Mesilicek, who was. Had a fantastic semi-final with a dynamite throw, but he didn't have an answer, did he, in the end for Sulca?
Yeah, he seemed to run out of ideas when he got to the final. Because he was impressive, throughout the day. I enjoyed watching him. And then when it came to the under 70 kilo category, I think we had begun the day by talking about Ai Tsunoda. To be honest, that was really who we were looking at. She was one of the seeds, number 3 seed. The top 2, by the way, the top half, the 2 seeds in the top half, numbers 1 and 4, Martina Esposito and Kalia Isufi, they both went out, didn't feature in the medals, and the medals came from the lower half of the draw, in particular with the gold medal winner, Natalia Chistiakova, who was the number 2 seed, and who I think by the end of the day had impressed both of us, just with the way she went about her craft, without, being too flashy, and just, doing a really good job.
Yeah, there was a real system to a judo where she understood who she was fighting, what grip to get on them, and what part of her judo repertoire was going to work on them. And in the final, she had a really hard contest in the final. Well, it should have been, but she made quite light work of the Croatian. And the Croatian, already under 23 European champion, on paper, you just thought that's hers in the bag, but it wasn't.
Yeah, and she threw her twice. Yeah. Not just the once. And it wasn't like one of those, the second throw wasn't at the end when the Croatian was desperate trying to do something. She got caught twice. So ended up getting rid of Jetko and Tsunoda.
Yeah.
So
you can see she's a main technique is that Soto Makakami, and it's just about controlling the sleeve, but because she does it so well, there she that was in the final. She finished her with the Ouchi that time, Uchimata that time, but all the time it's about controlling that high sleever of opponent.
See, there was a minute 27 left on the clock, and she was still the one who was attacking, despite the fact that she had a Wazari on the board. She looked as though she wanted to finish things, and we were talking about the stance, that upright, in-your-face kind of stance that slowed the Croatian down. I think it's like, oh, hang on a minute, I've got a real fight on my hands here. I'm not the one controlling and dominating where this goes. You know, this girl's really coming at me here.
And this weight category, 70 kilograms, really suits that style of judo. She actually does remind me of a young Barbara Matic, the style of judo that she does.
Yeah. Okay, and then we had the last of the weight categories. It was the under 81 kilo category for men. I can't remember if you had a pick this morning, but I'm going to put you on the spot and say, did you?
No, I didn't actually.
I thought it might be that boy, Adam Kopecki, the Czech.
Oh, I did.
The Czech boy, yeah.
I did mention him just because he's still very young. I'm sure he's only 18.
Yeah, well, just as well you mentioned him because
he
did some stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, he did some stuff. But I think that was the whole kind of theme coming through today, that the gold medalists and Kopecki as well, for his age, they look so mature in the style of judo, and you could see it with Suleymanov in the final, the Russian, a little bit similar to Gober yesterday from France. They look after themselves, they take the superior grips, they don't get flustered, they don't overreact, and they keep safe, and by doing that the partners put themselves into vulnerable positions, and then they can get the finishes.
Well, it didn't take long for Suleymanov to get going, because round 2 he was already throwing the Dutchman, Van Dijk, for Ippon. And I'm just going to check to see what kind of day he had, because we talk about, perfect day. So Ippon in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. He had Ippons all the way through. He didn't give up a single score, but he did pick up a few Shidos along the way. So not quite the perfect day, but more than impressive enough to warrant consideration for being player of the day. He's pretty much up there. All right, that is all that we've got for you from day 2 of competition here in Luxembourg at the Junior European Championships. We'll be back tomorrow with the third and final day of individual competition. I say individual competition because we do have another day after that. That's on Sunday, when we're going to bring you all the excitement of the mixed team event. But from Chloe Cowan-Vickers and myself, it's bye-bye for now.
Goodbye.
For some, judo is just a sport. For me, judo is my life. Winning the Olympic title was my biggest accomplishment. Defending it will be my biggest challenge. To me, judo means respect, fair play, and self-control. I am Lukas Krpalek. I love judo because I love the challenge.